And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
All day, baby, all day.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Newton out of throw.
Outside coming.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Gun. 43's the money. 43.
Second
check,
down
43.
and goal. Newton.
You better be afraid of me.
Being chased
You
out
better
left.
be afraid of me.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Yum, 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 yum.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
8. Ball trot. 44's the mic. 44's Mike.
Now Newton on third and goal.
Watch the run.
Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
All day, baby. All day.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at the 20. They begin the drive with Williams. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
So bad.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And obviously a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
Hey, you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a first and 10.
Check 25.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming for you, son. 20. Check. 50. Check.
From the 24, Newton.
Watch the flat. Watch the flat.
And that will be incomplete.
Watch the flat.
Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Flushed out right. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
44 is the mic. Oh, here we go. 20. Check 43.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Tight left. Alert. 3 down.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
I got you. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Let's go.
That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and it's defense. I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go,
at about the 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton, he's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, work your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Big edge, big edge, big edge. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Don't be scared of it.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, as the first half is winding down, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Great.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to fire one deep over. And got his man complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man. Complete. 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 4 touchdown passes down for Cam Newton. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive.
Baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! Showing 8. Showing 8. Bang, 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 bang.
Hey, Riblet, Riblet. Yellow, yellow.
Bravo. 44, 44. 44.
Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point safely through. And that will get them 1 closer.
Raiders 29, Chiefs 21. Harrison Butker to kick off for
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing on second down. Mahomes, complete. The tight end, Kelsey. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Mahomes now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Newton. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Newton on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
That's it, baby.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Defense, focus.
Play action. It's Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm here all day.
Now Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go now. The mic, boy. Hey, check 56. Watch the slant.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, baby, boom!
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready?
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
They fake the give. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Ready?
180. 56, right there, 56.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
Tight dog.
Here we go, fellas. Ready?
They'll run it with Jacobs. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Newton.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch
And that's
the
going
ball.
to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Great.
44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. What we got? Under crunch.
Express.
Here we go. Motion. 44's Mike.
Throwing is Newton.
I got you, punk.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go.
Check 9. 15.
Hey, Mike, 50.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the match...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Here we go.
Newton now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
All day, baby, all day,
Charles,
baby.
we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Yellow. Hey, check. Mike, 50.
So after the INT,
Here we go,
here's
G.
Mahomes.
Here I come
and
again.
Got it.
Here I come
the
again.
Conversion
Here I come
good,
again.
and we are tied in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On first down, Jacobs.
Kill, turn up.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Come on,
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the run.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
That's it, baby.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Back to throw, Newton. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson.
Keep playing hard.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Now Newton. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 50 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
It's our field.
Hey, Ribley.
It's our house. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Hey,
Mahomes to throw.
Let's get in there, Hap.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a desperation throw deep. He's got it at the 15. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
On 2nd down, Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
QB drop. Watch QB drop.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams in the final minute, as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. No problem there on the extra point, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Wide open receiver complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Check 53. Watch the run.
Newton. Flush to his right. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Newton to throw.
I'm going to run you over.
He's going to let
I'm
it
going to
fly.
run you over.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
You see me out here? That's right.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Mahomes on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Chiefs, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
The Giants are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock.